Good morning, everybody. J.R. Fisher here. Want to make sure you can hear me. Do me a favor and put something in that chat section if you can hear me. I changed my microphone and I changed my camera. So I want to make sure everything's working here. What's going on, James? Good to see you, buddy. Yes, I depressed the like thingamajig. He's on top of it, guys. Yeah, do me a favor. If you would, hit that thumbs up button. It would mean a whole lot to me. In addition to that, don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Don't forget to ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so that you're notified every time I go live or every time I upload a video. Sidharth says, started my own online business and it is doing decent. Good, Sidharth. Tell me about it. Put it in that chat section. What is it? Do we need to go there and buy something? Loud and E. I guess that's clear, right? In Savannah. Where the temperature is 77. All right, what do we got here today? What are we shaking here in San Diego? We are sporting, oh my goodness, it's 55 now with a high of 63. It's going to be a little chilly here today. Okay, well, that's chilly for us. I know some of you are going, come on. Paul says, looking washed out a bit. Yeah, I got to get the lighting right. The camera is better. The one camera I'm using now, but I got to work on this lighting here. I've got the lighting set for the other camera, so that's probably what I got to work on. But anyhow, I'll get that done for you guys. But wait a second on that weather front here. No, it's going to be like in the 60s all week long, James. So I don't have much going on here, man. You got better weather there than we do, but that's the way it is. That's okay. And guys, today, I always have like some kind of agenda. Generally today I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite apps. However, this live training is all about starting, running, and growing online businesses. So if you have any questions about doing those things, starting, running, growing an online business, please put that in the chat section there. I love getting y'all's questions and comments in here. You're really insightful. I always learn a little bit on one of these things too. So it's fun for me to do them for that reason, because you guys are there helping me out. But what I'd like to do is go through some of these apps, and what I'll do is I'll put the name of it in the chat section so that you can actually go to your app store and search these things if you're interested in getting these apps. Some of them are paid, some of them are free, but they do some pretty cool stuff, and they're very helpful to you in your business. So I would recommend, if nothing else, check it out. Let's see, James says, share a little bit about your new business. He wants to know too, man. So tell him about it, Sidharth. Sidharth is in, I believe, Pakistan. And he's 12. So, and he's already got a business going in. There's a lot of grown-ups that got nothing going on. What's up with that, right? Let me get another sip here. So let me get into some of these apps I want to tell you guys about here. I think they're all pretty cool. I think you will like them. I think they're going to be very helpful to you. The first one is called Lite Photofox. So let me put this one in here. That's Lite, Phofox. Okay, so that is the first one I want you guys to know about. Lite. Oh, I put Enlighten. It's supposed to be Lite. Hang on. Lite, L-I-G-H-T. Lite. Let me get this right. P-H-O. That's why I gotta always look, because it's spell correct changes what you put in here. There he goes. Lite Photofox. Lite Photofox is pretty cool, actually. It's got some like pro level editing capabilities, and it does work with raw files. So if you shoot raw, you can do that. It's got some advanced features such as darkroom, but those are only available in the paid version. They do have a free version too. There's a lot of photo editing apps out there, but this one goes way beyond the common editing features, like cropping and applying filters and all that. It really offers unique tools that are superimposed imagery, which is pretty cool. So you can do photo mixing, you can do layering, you can do blending, and you can do a whole lot more that really appeal to people who want to be a little bit more creative. So I would advise you to check it out. Now, it doesn't matter if you're an amateur or you're a professional. Anybody who wants to really explore their kind of creative side, I guess, an abstract type, contemporary type, street art, that type of stuff, this app will really help you with those type things. Somebody's bumping me there. Oh, it's my exercise watch. It's saying, hey, you need to exercise. Well, I will do that. I will do that. Okay, don't get on to me right now. The next one I want to talk about is kind of interesting because a lot of us use Facebook Messenger, and I don't use it that much, but there is an app called Messenger Lite. Let me put it in here. Messenger and Lite, which you may want to check out. So what Messenger Lite is, it actually alleviates the memory drain on the full-fledged Messenger that you normally would use. Okay, it has a very familiar interface to anyone who's used Messenger before, but the cool thing about it is it doesn't drain all of your memory and usage. It's really good if you want to keep in touch with friends and family, but it can quickly reveal itself to be a little sluggish every now and then when you use Messenger, right? So get this Messenger Lite thing. It's available on your app store. You just type in that name there, you're going to find it. It offers all of the core features without the inconvenience, really, of slowing down your phone. So the other app really does slow down your phone. If you use this Messenger Lite, it doesn't. It's a really good choice for those who use it relatively infrequently, or just for quick chats here and there. Now, I will tell you, Messenger, WhatsApp, all those things, they do get to your data. So if you don't want to get to your data, you're going to want to use something like Signal. It's kind of funny because Mark Zuckerberg was caught using Signal the other day, and so he was trying to I guess kind of encrypt some of his messages. He didn't even want to use Messenger, but if you do use Messenger, Messenger Lite will help you out a lot. I think it's pretty cool. And guys, put your comments in here about any of these things I'm talking about. Maybe you've used some of these, maybe you haven't. The next one is Remindy, Remindy. I know it's trying to autocorrect because these things are spelled differently. Remindy is really cool. What this does is it lets you create reminders without interrupting what you're doing. So you can be in another app and you can be using Remindy to remind you to do something. The reminders will appear in your notification shade area. So it's pretty cool. So like if you're browsing through your apps only to see something that you want to be reminded of later on, Remindy is like a simple app that will let you create these reminders from anywhere on your device, which is really cool. Doesn't matter what app you're in, doesn't matter what you're doing. All you got to do is tap the share button and then tap the Remind Me option to create a reminder. So it works pretty cool. I like it a lot. It's a pretty neat app. What's the next one I got up here? The next one I got up here is Files Go. Files Go, right here. There we go. Files Go. Now, Files Go is really a simple, easy, and effective way to free up space on your smartphone, which we all need to do that, right? It's like every time I get a smartphone, I got more memory that I'm buying on my phone, and then I'm paying Apple to store stuff. It gets ridiculous. But I do it. So you can transfer really large files very quickly, which is very cool. We're building this house in Texas now, and I'm constantly dealing with people there and builders and all this stuff, and we're sending all this information back and forth. And this is a great app to do this stuff. You could also find duplicate files so that you can delete them on your phone, which is nice. Now, the only downside I would say is they don't have any support for cloud storage. And you can only share files with other users of this app. So if they don't have the app, you're not going to be able to do it. The Google's File Go app, File Storage Manager, really helps you find files faster, free up space, and share files quickly with others while, get this, while you're offline. You can use it to delete old photos quickly, identify duplicate files, get rid of apps you no longer use, which I got a ton of apps on my phone. I just don't use them, and I don't know if you guys are like it. Put that in the chat section. Are you using all your apps? Because I don't use all my apps. One of the best parts about this app is that the files can be shared between users, Android users too, just like Apple AirDrop. You can do the same thing here with Android. As long as you're physically close to that other user, you can use Files Go. So it's a pretty cool one. I like it. I like it a lot. The next one I want to tell you about here is Crumbly. So let me put this in. And I wrote these on my screen here because the spelling is kind of weird on some of these. B-L-Y-Y. Like every time they come up with a new company, they have to spell the words weird, right? Like fiber with the 2 R's and all that stuff. So Crumbly, let me tell you about Crumbly. It's got a lot of useful hacks for everyday life, and it is like an everyday life type app. It's really crisp. It's to the point. It isn't new. I'm not going to say it's brand new, for this year, but it's regularly updated. It's a really clean, intuitive app feature. It has picture cards in various categories like food, health, technology, and a whole bunch of other different areas too that'll help you broaden your knowledge. You can get notifications if you want for daily hacks that can be upvoted to help fellow app users. So we're all kind of sharing this within this app, which is kind of cool. You can browse hacks. You can manually look for something by selecting a category and using the search function to look for something specific. It is ad supported, so you're going to have ads on there, but that's what it is. And the interface is somewhat cluttered, but overall it's a pretty cool app, and it's free, so it's kind of nice. The next one I got up for you guys this is kind of interesting for you guys who want to meditate a little bit. Noisli. It's called Noisli. So what is Noisli? Noisli basically, let's say you need to focus on your work or relax or unwind after a long day. What it does is soothing sound effects, okay? You can get in the right frame of mind. You just turn on your Noisli. I got to say that right. You can conveniently mix sounds too if you want to mix sounds to create your own sound combos. It's simple, minimal interface. It lets you select the sounds that you want and adjust the volume to create the perfect ambiance. So if you want some background noise, some chill noise, you can do that. Now it doesn't have as large a selection as some similar apps, and you can't play music from other apps while this is running. But overall, it's a pretty good app, and I would recommend it. Somebody is calling me, and let me kill that. Sorry about that, guys. Next one. This is a really cool one. Let me type this in. This is Forest. All right, and I think it's by this company here, which is Seek Tech. Yeah, they do this weird spelling thing again, which is so odd. Okay, and let me send that to you. Okay, Forest by Secret Tech. So what is it? What does it do? So if you need to be productive and you can't resist wasting time on your iPhone, Forest Premium app really motivates you to stay focused by starting every work session with a planted seed in its own virtual forest. I know this sounds kind of weird, but what you'll do is you have to stay in that app to watch the free tree grow over time period so that you can work and avoid leaving the app or risk killing the tree. So yeah, whatever you start, it makes you finish basically. The more you use the app, the more productive you'll actually become because you can watch all your trees grow. This, I know, sounds weird, but you got to go there and look at it. You can spend coins through the app as donations to help plant real trees. Excuse me. You can do that if you want. You can spend coins with them to actually do something good, which is neat. Now, it's really kind of a novel approach to time management. If you're having a hard time with that, it's basically a time management app. Many timer settings. It's got the ability to safe list some apps in there. Now, the only downsides to it, I would say, is you must subscribe to Forest in the cloud to use credits, okay, for planting your trees, to compete with others, and to sync across other devices. So you do have to do that. If the phone battery dies, you lose your tree and everything you were working on too. So you want to make sure that you have a full charge. But I don't know, do you have your phone battery die? Put that in the chat if you do. I just never do. I don't know. I don't let it get that low. So anyhow, let's see here. No, I'm not using all the apps on my phone. I mean, how many do you use, James? I bet I don't use 10%, maybe 20% of the apps on my phone. I got to go through and delete them. But every time I look at them, I'm like, oh, I'm never using that. Maybe I'll go back and do it. That's what I end up doing, so I don't delete them as much. Paul says, I lost things saved on Messenger, so I don't think it's good for long-term storage. No, you're right, Paul. You're definitely right about that. It's not good for that. Now, the next one is called Canva. It's been around for a long time. You may have heard of it. My wife uses it a lot. She's really good at it. I don't use this one because I use Photoshop. But for those of you who want to do stuff on your phone, as far as editing and all that, it's really good. It does replace like bulkier programs like what I use, Photoshop, for many uses. It's easy to use. Now, some of the advanced features of it, like my wife has a paid version of this, features a required paid subscription, so you have to pay for it. And it does not have an eraser tool, which is what I really thought was weird. But if you need to design, excuse me, new Facebook header photo or create a cover to publish for your Kindle ebook, Canva is free, okay? It's an intuitive graphic design app. It will help you get it done in really just minutes. Photoshop's a little bit clumsy there, but I like Photoshop, so I do use it a lot. And I don't, like I say, I don't edit much on my phone. Truth be told is I don't do that much artwork editing. My editor does that. That's why I pay him for that. But you can use it for a variety of different layouts. There's free photos in there, there's fonts, there's shapes, there's icons, there's charts, lines, illustrations, grids. All this stuff is accessible to you, and that's even on the free version. Next one I want to tell you about is Fabulous. Let me put that in there. Fabulous. Okay, got that one in there. Fabulous. Check out Fabulous. James says about 10% sounds about right for me also. Yeah, I mean, I only really use the ones that are on my main screen. If I have to flip through and go through other screens, man, the usage goes way down on those. So, you may want to look at some of these apps and maybe you could replace some of the stuff you're doing. So what is Fabulous? Fabulous is an entertaining and interactive habit app, okay, that helps you improve your energy levels, your fitness, your sleep, your productivity. It works on all these things. Basically, it's set up scientifically with proven techniques, so you're challenged to complete these daily meditation things, work, creativity, exercise, and other types of self-help, self-improvement sessions to help you change your habits. And as little, they say, is 19 days. I think it takes 30 days, but they say 19 days. You can start with like small incremental goals to help you build your habit process over time. But eventually, you actually renew these rituals and you can actually change the way you think and what you do. It's really effective for encouraging healthy routines, okay, if that's what you're trying to work on. It has a broad variety of routines to choose from. And it gives you estimates of how long each routine actually takes. Now, on the downside, I would say, some users may find the articles and questions a little distracting in there. It requires a single payment up front rather than monthly, so it is a paid app, but it's not much. And you never have to pay again, which is kind of cool. All right, my next one up here. What is my next one I've got? Oh, we all need this. We all need this. The next one up is Calm. Okay. So Calm, if you're thinking about giving meditation a try, it's kind of interesting. It's a free app. It's geared towards beginners, so it offers short guided meditation sessions ranging from 3 to 25 minutes. I don't think I could meditate for 25 minutes. We do a little meditation at the end of our workout thing, and it's like 2 or 3 minutes. I mean, that's about as long as I'm good for. But the sessions focus on various topics, including anxiety reduction, if you're working on that, stress management, improved sleep, breaking bad habits if you want, cultivating gratitude, and more. I do have a gratitude app, and every morning it gives me a little announcement about gratitude. It's called Gratitude if you want to check that one out too. But I like that app a lot. In Calm, you can actually choose the type and length of your meditation, whatever you want. So if you only got 5 minutes, set it for 5 minutes. It's really geared towards adults, but it's also suitable for children 3 and older, but they're not going to get it. They don't meditate. What I don't like about it is it's a little bit expensive, and the help and customer service are kind of lacking in it too. So I would say there's downsides. And I don't want to tell you about these apps and say they're all wonderful and everything's perfect about them. What I want to do is give you the good and bad about it, so you know. All right, so my next one is Pocketcast. And what's weird about these things is they never name them to where it makes sense. Like if you just heard the word Pocketcast, you wouldn't even know what the app's about. So let me fill you in. This is a premium app, and if you like to listen to podcasts, and you want to discover great podcasts and easily manage the ones you have and listen to, you can browse podcasts with Pocketcast. Now, what you can do is you can browse by charts, networks, categories. You can add the ones you like. You can play episodes on the fly, and you can relate to your own playback queue. I personally, I do listen to a few podcasts, but I always watch the video version. I don't just listen to audio version. My wife listens to some audio versions, so it'd be good for her. But what it does is it constantly checks for new episodes. So if you're subscribed to one, it's going to check for new episodes and let you know. You'll always have access to the latest from your favorite shows. So you'll always know what's going on. And it has an automatic download and custom filters to keep them organized. You can also personalize your listening experience with powerful features like next option or silence timer or chapters or playback skipper. It has a whole bunch of different things in there. So it's pretty cool. It automatically finds your episodes, which I told you about. It's intuitive interface with lots of handy features. It is pretty cool. And you can listen to podcasts without committing to a subscription, which is different. A lot of them don't allow you to do that. So kind of a cool thing. If you like podcasts, I would check it out. I'm trying to give you some new things for 2021. But look, we're what? January, February, March, April. We're almost, a third of the way through the year? That's craziness, isn't it? I mean, that's crazy. So anyhow, check that one out. Next one I've got is Zedge, and that is Zedge. Zedge. There we go. Zedge. What is Zedge? See, once again, they named it something we don't know what it is. It is sounds. Okay, so if you like to make your smartphone or tablet your own, Zedge is something that you can use to personalize your device, ringtones, notifications, alarm sounds. It offers literally thousands of high quality sounds that are free and easy to use. I like the free part. I like the free part a lot. You can browse the different categories if you want. You can use the search function to look for specific sound, from really obscure sounds to like classic jingles. You can set a custom ringtone if you want for each person in your contact list. So you'll always know who's calling. So that's kind of cool if you do have your sound on. Like I have a different one set for my wife now. I will say my phone is 99.9% of the time set towards vibrate, and you put in the comments if yours is the same way. And guys, if you're not listening to this live, I get it, but there is a comment section down there, and I come back and I look at your comments. I'll answer your questions, so do put something in that comment section down there, even if you're not listening live. I know not everybody can be here at 9 o'clock in the morning each day during the week and 10 on Saturdays. There's a little plug for what time I'm here. Give me another sip. So that's Zedge. Okay, that's Zedge. Pretty cool little app if you like sounds and stuff. And that's one I think I'm going to start using a little bit more. The next one is Yarn. W-Y-A-R-N. And look at this. I went to put it in, and it gave me a little emoji thing. So I figure I'll use it. There you go. Yarn. Yarn, yarn, yarn. So Yarn is a little bit different. It's for a mobile user who wants something different than a cool video game to play, or a great book to read or something like that. The app actually features a library of stories told in text message format, as if you were snooping through somebody else's phone and reading their conversations. That's how this thing works. It's really different. The episodes and conversations are updated every single day. You can enjoy stories from several categories, including mystery, romance, comedy, whatever you want, sci-fi, fiction, and others. The free version of the app is very limited, I will say that, but you can upgrade to a subscription plan for unlimited access to all stories and features, and it's pretty inexpensive. It's just really a different way to experience stories. They do have a 7-day free trial if you want to try it out, get the access to everything. So it's kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's entertaining if you want some more entertainment. This will certainly do it for you. And I've just got one or two more, guys. If you have any questions about starting, running, growing an online business, please put that in the chat section, because I'm here to help you out each day for these things. The next one is called Bite, B-I-T-E. There we go. Bite is in there. Now, what is Bite? There's a lot of food and restaurant review apps. You heard the word Bite, so now you know where I'm going for it. But what Bite does, it takes the headache out of guessing which places and dishes are worth trying based on irrelevant information. So instead of having to, browse through generic menus and look through all these different unhelpful reviews, because there's a bunch out there, Bite focuses on providing users with high quality imagery, and information that actually matters. So if you're looking for restaurants and food, it's a pretty darn good app. The users are encouraged to share their experience with dishes they've tried using applicable review options. So it kind of categorizes what they can say. It focuses more on the rating aspects of the taste, quality, and cost. I think the good thing about it is the app lacks that clutter of something like Yelp, something like that. Many other review apps have a lot of junk in there, whether it's open table or whatever, and it's kind of hard to look through there. Is Yarn available in more than the English language? I do not know. I do not know. You could go to the app and look, James. How many languages do you speak, James? I know you said something about Russian earlier. I'd be interested to know that. And how did you learn all that stuff, man? That's pretty cool stuff. So anyhow, that's Byte. And I got one more for you. And it's Shabam. Let me put that in here. I put it on my screen because I knew I would spell this wrong. I can't spell words that are supposed to be spelled right. There's no way I'm going to do these ones that are all jumbled up like this. Okay, there's Shabam. Shabam. Now, it's no secret that people like to share GIFs everywhere online, but this is kind of cool because it takes the trend to another level. What it does is it enables you to spice up your GIF if you've had one, and you can add audio to it. So you can have an audio GIF. And I just got into looking at some of these GIFs the other day. There's another program called Unscreen. Let me put that in here. Check out Unscreen. So you can take a video of, and I'm going to get back to this in just a second, but you can take a video and upload it to Unscreen, and what it does is it takes the entire background out, and it's just you. So if you're waving like this, it will just have that, and everything else is gone. Kind of cool. But let me get back to this one here. So it's got a really extensive library of GIFs in there that you can use. You can record your own voice if you want on it. You can dub over on your GIF if you want. The final product is like a little short video that you're going to get. You can use it as a GIF, but it can't remain in GIF format due to the audio. I will tell you that. So if you want to use it in GIF format, it's going to erase the audio. That's really downside to it. But it does have a great selection of really funny GIFs in there, and the GIFs can be looped if you want to do that, where it plays it over and over again. So that's what I got for you today. I got some apps for you. Some are paid, some are free. I think they're all pretty cool, and they're not all for everybody because not everybody does all these things, but there should be something in there for you. Hopefully there's something in there for you. Guys, if you got something out of this today, do me a favor, put in that chat section that you liked it, you disliked it, you got an idea for something else, whatever it is, put something in that chat section, interact with me. I really, really appreciate when you're doing that. And I got to work on this lighting. I think the camera's a lot better. It's a lot crisper and clearer, but I don't like my lighting, so I got to work on that. Maybe tomorrow I'll get in here, a half hour early and kind of work on that lighting stuff. Give me your opinion of the quality of the video too. And I have changed it. This is not the camera that's on the actual computer anymore. It's one of these Lite, whatever kind of high def type cameras. But I tell you guys, when you're shooting videos, it's like all about the lighting. It's the lighting. I mean, man, if you get your lighting wrong, it doesn't matter how good your camera is. I've seen that before. So that's what I got. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I got to get to work. Got a lot of stuff to do today. I really appreciate everybody being here, guys. Each and every one of you. It means a lot to me. I will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. I do put the subject matter now on the scheduled videos, so you can go to one of these scheduled videos and you can see what the subject matter is going to be for the day, see if it's for you, see if it's not for you, whatever the case may be. And Sidharth, don't forget to post at some point about your business. We want to know about your business, man. And James, I want to know about your languages. That's really interesting stuff, man, because you're asking about languages. There's got to be a reason for that, right? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you would. James always reminds me, and I appreciate that. Don't forget to ring the bell. Turn on all bell notifications so you're notified every single time I upload a video or I go live. That way you're up to speed, guys. I hope this helped you out. Hope you guys have an awesome